that it?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Liz. I'm Kayla.
Hello, Carla Sanchez. I'm here to talk to you today about how you should adopt and not shop for animals. Adoption should be your only option when looking for a new pet. The reason for that is, according to the ASPCA, there's about 6.5 million animals that enter the shelter per year. It's quite a large number. It's more than I thought it would have been. Also, according to the Oxford Lafayette Humane Society, there's $2 billion of our tax dollars that go towards sheltering the animals, impounding them, euthanizing them, and disposing of them, which was also like a very large number that I just did not expect to see. From the Humane Society of the United States, they estimate about 2.7 million animals are euthanized each year that are adoptable. So another really good reason why you should adopt instead of letting animals be euthanized just because nobody wants them. Do you want that on your conscience? I definitely do not. Growing up, I would go to the mall. My favorite part about going to the mall was the pet store. I loved seeing the animals, playing with them, petting with them, thinking about taking them home, what we would do together, our adventures together. It wasn't until I was older that I realized, the sad reality of where they are from. According to the ASPCA, there's about 10,000 puppy mills functioning at one time in the United States. We can't give an exact number of how many of those animals actually make it to retail pet stores, but with 10,000 of them working at one time, you can imagine that number must be quite high. At puppy mills or kitty mills, there's the minimal done to keep the animals alive. They just want to make sure they can keep breeding. According to the ASPCA, the females that are used to breed litters, once they're not able to do that anymore, they are killed. So that's in addition to the 2.7 million that are euthanized by shelters every year. My family growing up, we've always adopted animals. We never bought any pets. Some people don't know that adoption is cheaper than buying a pet. According to vetstreet.com, some numbers they put together was that buying an animal can be between $500 to $1,000. Adopting could be $50 to $200. And usually with adopting, they'll include the animal being spayed or neutered, vaccinations, which is, that adds up to quite a bit. So if you're already spending over $1,000 on an animal, to also on top of it have to pay for the animal to be spayed or neutered, and with the vaccinations can be quite costly. Some people, they're looking for a specific breed, but according to vetstreet.com, you can still look for specific breeds, purebreds, at shelters. They do also get turned into shelters. They need homes also. There's also breed rescue groups that you can contact to see what is available for you. From petfinder.com here, I found 3 animals. There's the dog Angus that's available, the bird Gypsy, and the cat Thaddeus. And Angus is a golden retriever, so purebred if you're looking for that. So there's just, they have all kinds of animals on these websites. Birds, hamsters, horses, cats, dogs. So it's not just a specific animal. There's all types of animals, hamsters, gerbils, guinea pigs available for that. How wonderful would it be if you could help an animal and also get a specific breed you liked? That is also, out there for you. Some other things besides adopting, if you're not able to commit full time to a pet, you can always foster an animal, which is temporary, but you never know, you might fall in love and want to adopt the animal. Mainly to help is to stop buying animals. You need to stop that practice. It contributes to the puppy mills, all these animals going to shelters that are available to be adopted, but somehow we still let the sale of pets continue. Also, you can volunteer at your local shelter, charity. You can donate. You can attend the events they organize to help contribute to their cause. Just imagine a world where there's no animals in need, there's no sale of pets, there's none of them being euthanized, less of our tax dollars goes towards this, which can be used somewhere else. Just no more animal suffering would be ideal. So again, you can adopt, you can volunteer, donate, you can also foster animals, help even educate others would be beneficial. So thank you today for listening to my speech, and I hope you, if you are interested, there are animals to adopt. Thank you.